think we have to keep this on the Mola to 6. It's obviously kind of bad. But his deck does not moldify very well. Reckless Rage then. I don't think playing removal for the sake of playing removal is good. I think Reckless Rage would be worse than Lightning Bolt, because like you need to target your opponent's face, you know, a decent portion of the time. Ooh, I thought it was gonna run in 6, and it wasn't. Okay, I'd love to find a land here. No lands. This is a 2/3. It's my 3/3 trample, so we have attack. Easy math. Just ready to concede to any removal. Concede button. Conceding. Oh. Yeah, if I draw a land and they have nothing, we're still playing, but I'll concede if I take up Lily again. Well, I keep saying I'll concede, but I do feel like this gives me enough equity to keep playing. Awkward mulligan against Jund, always not where you want to be. Maybe you should go to 5. I just think this deck molds to 5 so poorly. Alright. Now we'll go to game 2. Okay, I do think that Homestead Courage is probably not very good against Jund. And this is definitely where you want the extra God Willing, so I think I'll cut the Show of Confidence too. Can maybe see, like, it could be maybe better to cut some Lava Darts instead, but they still have Ragavans, and Lava Darts generally kind of good too. How come we never have 2 lands? Yeah, the last few matches have been like either we have 1 land or 5 lands. Not a lot of in between. Yeah, we have used Show of Confidence. I think you want exactly 1 Show of Confidence. I think you're like you really never ever want to draw 2, but I think you're usually pretty happy to draw the first one, which I think usually makes it a good kind of singleton. How does this deck beat a Chalice one? It beats it never. I don't know. Like, why do you want to beat a Chalice one? When was the last time you saw a Chalice one? Who is chalicing you? We need to have a conversation with them. It's the Just Guy Lotus Field players. So if they kill my Virtuoso, I want to be able to block the Ragavan with Nivmagus, I think. Okay. Okay, good draws, good draws. I think I'll attack with the Virtuoso now. I wish I could play 8 Mutagenic Growths. Some people have been suggesting gut Shot. I think there's some merit to that idea. I think I want to Emerge Unscathed, start my turn with the Rebound trigger. I can also maybe target the Virtuoso, then eat the Emerge Unscathed with the Nivmagus. But why didn't they terminate Virtuoso then trade Ragavan for Nivmagus? I think that would have been a better line too from them. Well, if I put 3 Chalice in main deck, Trisha would not be denied. Oh no, then maybe it's bad time for this deck. I don't think that Chalice is necessarily bad at the meta. I actually think it's maybe a little underplayed, but I also haven't seen it in a really long time. So I you know, usually when I haven't seen these kind of cards in a long time, I just think it's generally best to not be too worried about them. Okay. Let's send in. Good. Noxious, I don't think Noxious Revival would be good in this deck, no. I don't think it's, you know, kind of good in general even. Okay, so this is going to be 10 damage. My opponent can't Lightning Bolt this because it has 4 power, but if I God's Willing and I find just a counter here, it's not lethal. Unless I had like Lava Darts, so I'll just let this happen. Yeah, I know that it's a 0 mana spell, and 0 mana spells are at a premium, but I think the card is just kind of too low power level to want. I had 2 Show of Confidence, the mana cast them, you can cast them in response, get 4 spells. Yeah, I guess. With some teeth, just prime appreciate you, but it's not that likely that you have 2 Show of Confidence and 4 mana. Or not often enough that I think you want to try to do that. Okay, 2 damage, 2 damage. So God's willing, the one that already has the counter on it. They pitched a Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, go to game 3. We're gonna let you use Groundrift from the graveyard. Yeah, I understand that it can have its moments. Again, I think it is too low power level to want to play. But it does sound fun. Win some teeth again, thanks for Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. This is like pretty cheap in paper. Yeah, I imagine it's like, it's pretty inexpensive. Manamorphose is probably a few dollars. So Spear is probably a few dollars. And then the mana base is definitely not cheap. 8 red fetches, 4 Sacred Foundry, 3 Canyon. But overall, the deck is pretty inexpensive. Oh, that's true. Swiftspear did just get reprinted at Common. Great point. I don't love this hand. I do like it, actually kind of like it against like Ragavan plus Burn Spell, though. It's pretty bad against like Terminator, Lightning Bolt, but it's pretty bad against Inquisition. But this is also a hard matchup to mulligan into. I'm playing against Jund. It's not one that you can really mulligan too aggressively. We'll just draw creatures, huh? With Thoughtseize bugged. Copium. Alright, can't Lava Dart that. Creature. Let's go. Dude, we're actually in amazing shape out of nowhere. Holy shit. Holy shit. Obviously, you can lose to some things. Yeah, I'll just pro red here. I don't want to Lava Dart, then like let them go land burn spell. And then I also like getting to start my turn with the Emerge Unscathed is really nice. Oh, I could pro green and block the Goyf, and then I don't lose this to a Lightning Bolt anyways because I have Mutagenic Growth. Yeah, I should pro green. Although I guess I would actually want them to attack with the Goyf, wouldn't I? Yeah, no, I should have pro redded. I want them to attack. Hopefully they don't have Fatal Push. They have Fatal Push. They have Thoughtseize. Okay. So they take the Ground Rifts. They took Mutagenic Growth. Okay, so now we win. Dude, we've had some loosey-goosey opponents today. Pro Mutagenic Growth first because pro green. Oh, it looks like Ground Rift would also get through the blocker. Doesn't really matter. Could play around Slaughter Pact. I'll lose the Slaughter Pact happily. Oh, pro green. Yeah, pro green was so bad last turn. Yeah, it was definitely supposed to be pro red. Jeez. Well, one good punt deserves another, I guess. Punt's just keeping it even. I'm learning, chat. I'm learning the deck. I'm learning. Yeah, Firework is a card I'm trying to figure out. Like, I think that I like it against, Murktide with where all the removal is actually red, but Jund has, you know, Tarmogoyf and Liliana and probably some number of Fatal Push. And like against Murktide with Firewalker, you can like race them a decent amount of the time. I think with Firewalker, I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of times like Jund is like more okay playing the long game. And again, I'm just not really sure. I'm still trying to figure things out. Still trying to figure out sideboard plans. But that was kind of what I was thinking. So playing against Titan. That's a really good draw. Yeah, we're just going to go set up again this turn. And the next turn we can go potentially Swiftspear, Dart, Mutagenic Growth. Just gonna be close to lethal. Not Titan Glimpse. Oh yeah, sorry, dude. This happens every single time I see a Colony Garden. I always think it's Titan, because just of course, like years and years like playing against Garden, I just am like hardwired to like circle A on the quiz or whatever. But yeah, yes, you are right. It's Glimpse. But just for years, like the only deck that played played Garden was Titan. So I'm just again hardwired. Well, I'm sure I'm glad I have this Fury. Or sorry, this Mutagenic Growth for the Fury. 1 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage. I'm trying to think of what happens if they have another Fury, if it really matters what I target. I don't think so. This is like super satisfying. This is super satisfying to game 1, like just like 2 for 1 the Fury instead of getting 3 for 2 by it. Yeah, I need to like wire my brain that Garden is Glimpse, not Titan, but it's just gonna take old habits die hard. They could still have Second Fury, but hope not. I call an ambulance, but not for me. Second Fury would be like 4 for 4. Yeah, but I would also like never be able to win. Yeah, that's true. Like the Mutagenic Growth also like it was gonna be a ton of damage next turn. It was like 8 damage. Alright, Sifter. So these are gonna be 4, 12, 14 damage. Put my opponent to 2, which is probably gonna be correct. Oh, 15, because I dirt them once. So that's good to stop fetch lands, shock lands. Maybe miscounting, but that's just par for the course on this stream. Listen, I'm a control player. I'm new to the combat math. Can we dart our Lumies? I don't know why we would want to, but you can. That was a cool game. That was a really cool game. Got some silences. I really like this card. Maybe I'm like a little too high on it though, to be honest. Maybe I don't. I probably actually want to be like lower on Emerge Unscathed. Their main removal is Fury. Then like any instant speed cards are gonna get through that. I feel like I want to keep in like Homestead Courage to have like faster clock. I could be wrong about this. Colin Robinson with the VIP mod. Dude, I am like so ready for the next season of what we do in the shadows. But do you have a VIP or mod preference, Colin? Congratulations to you. When I'm playing Chalice instead of Silence. Silence triggers Magecraft, triggers Prowess. Oh, I guess Chalice triggers Prowess. Silence is also like a bit harder for them to play around, right? Where a lot of times, like these kind of decks, they expect you to have like the permanent base disruption rather than the instant speed base disruption. And I actually find myself just like, getting them a lot of the time. We are ready VIP. You've always been a VIP in my heart, Colin. And now you are literally one. I'm a bit worried about losing my Swiftspear. And I also think that I'm kind of interested in playing Swiftspear, holding up Silence next turn, and then hopefully finding a land and being able to go like Manamorphose, blah, 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 blah. Like what we do in the shadows, can check out our flag means death. Very similar, but with pirates. Is it made by the same people or just like similar premise? I have been looking for new shows to watch. Me and Esther kind of caught up on most things. Although I'm still trying to. I need to finish Servant of the People. We're like halfway through it, I think. Yeah. I can never remember that director's name or how to pronounce it. Where's our boy Kiln Fiend? Kiln Fiend, I think, could maybe be better than Nivmagus Elemental. I'm not 100% sure. The Bear who is fantastic with working kitchen. I have worked in kitchens. Okay. Attack with the token. They are attacking the token. Okay. I'm going to be down to wait a turn on the spells and totally kill my opponent next turn and be able to silence their combo also. Feeling really good about her spot. Kind of scared of a Fury. I don't want to upkeep silence because then they can Violent Outburst on my turn, but I could maybe beat a Violent Outburst on my turn too. Favorite Hoplite isn't good enough. You know, I'm not sure about Favorite Hoplite, to be honest. It could be better than Nivmagus. I don't know. I think we maybe are lacking like a density of spells to target it too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's interesting. I didn't really consider it super seriously though. Or at all, really. They should have, like, yeah, super lethal here. We could play another Swiftspear. I don't think we need to. This is, you know, maybe all a little unnecessary to do this much, but I think this is our first. I did this a bunch off stream, and we did show of confidence our Virtuoso. But man, doing this is it's just awesome. Ooh, discard Homestead Courage for value. Discard Lava Dart for value. Discard Wooded Foothills. I guess I'll keep the Mutagenic Growth. It's a really good feeling. Okay. We are 6-1 in the day. It's kind of like way better than I expected to be. Playing against a Yorion deck. Maybe our fun comes to an end here. I think I'm leading on Lumi, and so I can Homestead Courage it next turn and have it not die to a Renin 6 ping. Uh-oh. Removal that deck. I guess you won the die roll. Alright, Lumi's getting pinged. No, they have Fury too, I think. Maybe not. They may would have Furied first if they had it. I want to target Swiftspear because if they have Solitude and Solitude Swiftspear in response, I get to eat the Anger. Why does this mana base have no fast lands? You need to keep your mountain counts really high in the 16 land deck with Lava Darts. Or 17 land deck with Lava Darts. Well, our troll's definitely been pretty good. So has my opponent's though. We maybe hit one of them bad matchups, chat. I guess it's probably better to crack for a 1-drop creature than put Jegantha in my hand. I tried everything to beat the Yorion deck. I've played creature-based aggro decks, I've played Murktide, I've played Hammer Time. Nothing seems to work. I think I leave the Homestead Courage of the yard. I don't want to exile it and not be able to flash it back. 80 cards, by the way, and they're all removal spells. It's okay. We've had a good day so far. We could have a bad 4-color matchup and maybe high roll it. I do have extra protection spells for the matchup. Gonna do like the normal, I think, cut the Courages, cut the Show of Confidence, play the 3 Gods Willings. Maybe even play like go up to 8 protection spells, although you have a lot more like resilience to their red removal than their white removal too. Yeah, the blue-black time sieve deck was rolling 4-color. You know, but that's not, you know, like what we do here is just try to crush 4-color every day, all day. That's only like half of our streams. Yeah, I'm still with the Esper food list. I'm 15-0 against the Omnath deck. I think I play Elemental in turn 1. Where I'm probably, getting into for damage next turn is kind of relevant, of course. We did cut Lumis. I didn't cut Lumi. You probably just didn't see it because the one drops go all the way down. They go all the way down. I'll listen, chat. You might be like, what about Fury here? I'll just concede to Fury. All right, I'll just concede to Fury. It's okay. You never got Furied before, kid. No, no, I was bluffing. I was bluffing. I was bluffing. All right, maybe a nice reality check after starting the day off 6-1. Oh no. Yeah, I think once you're like used to the sequencing decisions and like you're like what hands you need to be looking for in matchups, like the deck is not only kind of easy to pilot. I think it was either Titty Pills or Mason who made this point. But like what's really good about the 4-color deck is it's so forgiving. It's just like there are very few decks like the 4-color deck that like you can just like make small sequencing errors or like some small mistakes and just like get bailed out because your deck's all 2-for-1s and stuff. Where's the counter cut? I can't remember. Wait, they fetched Shocked and just passed? We can pull it up. I could try to dig it up. I thought that was really good. Yeah, the Haruya site. I'll link it in the chat. Why I don't play Yorion anymore by Canister MTG. What am I be playing? Rhinos? I don't know. Why did they shock like that? That was so weird. It was me, Bam, for 4 months. Appreciate you. I also think Canister has at least as many hours streamed as any other like 4-color content creator too. All right, this does nothing. I think I should Emerge Unscathed here, so I basically get to cast it for 0 mana next turn if I cast it now for 1 mana. And then I'm trying to think, is it better to give it, probably better to give it pro green than to eat it. Yeah, I'll just go in on this one. Pro green. Oh man. Okay, game over. Game over, man. Game over. But says, here comes the storm. They have no idea. Or they actually do have an idea. Okay. That's gonna hit them for like 30. Okay. Bams, I don't know if I said thank you for the 4 months, but thank you for the 4 months. Modern sure is a format. Couldn't have said it better myself. Missing a dart flashback? No, I flashbacked the dart already. Yeah. 27 by your count. I thought it was for sure it was more. Maybe you're right. Alright, no lander, no lander. Alright. Game 3. Maybe on the play I actually like want less silence, more God's willing. 2-2. If only we had Dragon Rage's Channeler. Any thoughts to rate the sideboard for Chalice checks? We have Shattering Spree. I am not afraid of Chalice at all. I do not care. It's I reckon every deck has like one card that you can get smashed by. I do have Shattering Sprees. But if you're gonna play this deck, you have to live your life like not worried about Chalice of the Void decks. How do you cast Shattering Spree for the Chalice one? The Chalice counters the original copy, but the replicate is the replicate gets through. Yeah, thanks, Cabros. You know, I think in general, you know, a lot of times players of like graveyard strategies will be like, you know, what do we do about Rest in Peace or whatever? But like a lot of the reasons, like you play a deck like this when Chalice is not popular. You know what I mean? Like Chalice is not popular at the moment, and that makes a deck like this a lot more reasonable. I really like the art on Illuminator Virtuoso. I don't know. I just feel like 2 glowing daggers as your weapons of choice. I feel it looks pretty cool. Ooh, that's bad. Maybe it's not. I feel like I just like, you know, I have a lot of these silences in the sideboard, like mostly for the living end matchup. Like I feel like on the draw without a silence, like living end is going to beat you a lot of the time. So like I think you really want to max out on the silences. Rhinos just seems like so unimposing in this matchup. We're so resilient to their red removal too. So if my opponent just kills my Lumimancer, I think I don't Mutagenic Growth. It's kind of bad against Fury on Virtuoso, but that's fine. Fury would be bad for us anyways because they would kill both. I'd love to see animation where the glowing daggers get bigger with each trigger. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. Yeah, I'm just not gonna take this. Obviously bad against exactly Fury, but Mutagenic Growth protects from their other burn spells here, which is really nice. Should more decks play Gemstone Caverns? Probably not. I mean, maybe more decks in general, but this card shines really well, specifically in Rhinos. I'm not sure what other decks would really want it. I think they have a Brazen Borrower up, which is fine, because I've got the God's Willing. Definitely trying to dig for Ground Rifts. Maybe I'm giving up on the Ground Rift. I don't think I am. Never give up. Sorry, I can't keep this up while I'm... Never give up. Wait, where the fuck are my connives? Oh, no, I have this. Does this have pro red? Chat, where are my connives? What just happened? Did I say no? What just happened? Why did I have no connives? This is not a May ability. No, this definitely works. This definitely works. If it's the only target, it doesn't connive. That's the bug. Oh my gosh. Fuck. Give up, I guess, huh? That's so frustrating. We're so likely to kill. We definitely kill here. We definitely kill here, man. No, each ground rift. I've done this. I've done it successfully several times at this point. I'm not just testing this interaction. Every ground rift target triggers Virtuoso separately. That's the whole idea behind the deck. I promise you, that's the whole interaction of the deck. This is not a May ability. We've done it already today. It's just a bug, I think. I thought copies were in spells. They are spells, or they get acted like spells. It's a bit weird. I know copies are weird. It's like you don't cast them. You don't cast the copies, but they act like spells in this deck. They are spells, but you don't cast them. You copy them. Yeah. So someone in chat said if there's no other targets that are legal, you don't get the trigger, which is, weird. So we should have won this game. Oh man, brutal. So if they triple block, they do get to eat the Virtuoso. If they petty theft, well, I had the protection spell, the God's Willing. Maybe just try to get this up to 6 power. Speedster with the 7 months, appreciate ya. Alright. Failed. So here's a question. Like, this game was, like, almost definitely a win without the bug. As far as the prediction goes, should we count this match as a win, or should we count it as a loss? I don't know what good etiquette is here. It was maybe like 99% a win, but almost definitely one. I think we should count it as a win as far as prediction goes. Yeah, I think so too. Refund. I think we just count it as a win. Interesting question. What's the bug? What we think is the bug is that if Virtuoso is the only creature in play, and you try to target with the Storm copies of Ground Rift, the Storm copies of Ground Rift don't trigger Connive. We have successfully triggered Connive with Ground Rift on Virtuoso, with multiple targets in play, but for whatever reason, the Connive didn't trigger that time where this was the only creature. Well, Refund is winning by a lot. I was kind of not expecting that to be the case. Doesn't Connive require cast not copy? It works. I promise you it works. It does not require cast not copy. It does. It is supposed to work. And we've done it multiple times already. Yeah. We have won and lost to bugs before predictions. It went without the moto bugs. Side note, Refund is winning by a lot. Because there's a lot of dead money. Yeah, I'm offering back. Yeah, I know. The bias is crazy. I thought that we could have maybe an unbiased prediction. Doesn't seem like that's maybe going to be the case. So, okay, in the past it's a bit different though. Like in this case, it's like super clear cut. If the bug isn't there, we win the game. Like but usually when there's a bug, like it's not like necessarily the deciding factor between a win and a loss. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's part of the reason why this feels different is that like, yeah, it's a bit more clear cut. I voted for Refund. I have nothing in this. Yeah, I mean, even if half of the refunders are just want their points back, they've still like maybe just cemented themselves as the will of the people. I think I'm gonna try to not play a Swiftspear, just win with the Virtuoso possibly this turn. Ooh, awesome. Maybe we needed that dart. Okay, so we actually get to test it a little bit more here, I guess. Does the bug? Yeah, it should still work. Because we have the we see it works here because we have I believe because we have 2 creatures in play. Oh my gosh, 2 mutagenic growths. Could you count a win with a bug as a win? So usually like once we're aware of bugs working in our favor, I just try to like I never exploit bugs, so that usually shouldn't ever like be a factor. We have 4 Shattering Sprees in against the blue-white artifact deck too, by the way. I mean, refund won by such a significant margin. I think I have to go with refund. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they've got no stakes and they think refund's the way to go, which is also like absolutely what is reflected in the chat here. I will say like loss is surprisingly only at 7%. I thought it would be like a little higher. Anytime you have multiple options and live and either don't finish the league or something makes it so you can't finish the league because of a bug, you should refund every time. Yeah, I think that you're right. I feel like there's been a few times where I always forget refund is even an option, because there have been like some times that like I like have like plowed through a league that I would rather just kind of end the stream on like a better stopping point. But I do it because there's the prediction live, but I don't know, that feels bad for the predictors though. Oh, maybe I should have just played the Nivmagus this turn, actually. Okay, I'll play the Nivmagus and hope my opponent doesn't have 2 removal spells. But I think I should have just played the Nivmagus past. Oh, brutal. Yeah, I definitely should have just passed Nivmagus, hold up Swiftspear, because you can just like Swiftspear, get value off the haste immediately. I'm doing a really good job of just drawing a creature though in these kind of spots, which is great. Yeah, I think having the attitude of who cares is fine, but people do care, and I think like setting some kind of precedent here is good. Would you ever consider splashing blue for Flusterstorm? I mean, yeah, splashing blue for Flusterstorm over Silence is kind of interesting, but I'm not sure if it's correct. I don't think this deck can splash blue like super easily. I'm casting this just as so I can get the 0 mana start next turn. I can also Lava Dart the Construct and kill it. So pro blue. Ooh. It's pretty tempting. I could hold this for next turn too. Replicate triggering Clever Lumimancer is pretty sick though. But I like doing this turn because it's less mana for my opponent when they up-tap with Urza. Spree the Hold and Lava Dart the Construct for 1 damage. Yeah, but why would I do that instead of just replicating the Shattering Spree? Right? Or maybe I should attack with Swiftspear to bluff Mutagenic Growth. They probably block every time, but it doesn't have much cost to take that bluff either. Yeah, it was a pretty free attack. They probably blocked though. Ooh. They could have shocked to spin Urza if they don't have anything else. Oh, I thought they would block. Okay, I think I just pass with the Emerge Unscathed up, try to kill them next turn. What, the 1 mana Temur Battle Rage? So yeah, Assault Strobe was a card I was definitely considering. My issue with Assault Strobe is it's like, Virtuoso already has double strike, so there's like some tension there. But it's maybe like just fine to play anyways. I'm not sure. They shouldn't have played their land first. Yeah, green for scale up / become immense is something you could do. We've done it in the past with Dreadhorde Arcanist. Dreadhorde Arcanist flashing back the pump spells is pretty interesting. And like that might still be a deck. And like in that deck, Dreadhorde Arcanist is maybe better than Clever Lumimancer, Illuminator, whatever. I guess I pro white and then just make these unable to block, and I don't get to cast Emerge Unscathed on my creature this turn. Was preventing double dart when they didn't block a couple turns ago. Maybe I just miscounted, but I thought that put them to 1 life. So when it put them to 1 life, I thought it was better to just hold up Emerge Unscathed, right, and then kill them next turn with protection. So if I miscounted, I had lethal. Yeah, I should have done it. Okay, so 3-2, but we lost 2 to a bug. I think as far as like my playtesting goes, I'm going to count that as back-to-back 4-1s. I have a lot of fun. We'll play it again. As far as prediction goes, Refund won with the overwhelming majority, so 4-1 believers, you can fight your fellow chatters. I don't know how to refund though. Can a mod refund? I'm sure you can. We'll figure it out.